Blast off. Hey guys, Jim Chester coming to you live from Denver, Colorado. I got Dr. Mike Headlee coming to me from where?
Bemidji, Minnesota.
Awesome, man. And you're doing something really cool for chiropractors. And tell us a little bit about this Chiro Summit that you're doing.
Yeah, you can check out chirosummit.com. It starts on Chiropractic's birthday, September 18th, and it goes till the 24th. So 7 days. And it's a free online event that has 33 experts in chiropractic. And I don't include myself as one of the experts, is that I did summarize all of the talks and all the speakers and put a PowerPoint together and summarize the 10 success characteristics and qualities that the speakers exuded, that people can get the cliff notes and summary during my presentation, actually.
Well, that's pretty cool. So I'm just going to reiterate. So you're charging $799 for this?
I think we just $599 is the special since it's chiropractic's birthday. So totally free, September 18th, chiropractic. It's kind of a birthday present. It's free for a week. People can own the lifetime access of those if they choose. But you can register for free at chirosummit.com.
That's pretty cool, man. So are we going to get like 32 speakers on one day? Or, I mean, are you doing an acceleration model for us? Or
yeah,
what's the deal?
It's digestible, even though it's a lot of content. It's over 33 hours because of the speakers are average an hour a piece. 5 a day for 7 days, and then my summary is on the end. So it's digestible. It's like a super conference online. It's like a Parker seminar online, and not a lot of information, but usable, actionable items. And all the speakers, I challenge them to challenge us as listeners to take one action after their talk. Because they might have delivered 10 or 15 items that we can do to improve ourselves and our practices and things like that, but say, what's the one action they want us to take? And so that was kind of cool. So it can nudge us in the right direction to get us off the hump and off the plateau and off the struggle, and just to get us to take some action.
Well, I know that there's this concept out there in marketing, the WIIFM. What's in it for me? So what's in it for the people that join you?
Well, the tagline is success is a skill, learn to master it. And so the free seminar, the free online summit is massive content from males, females, all walks of life, all types of practices, and it's designed to get the average chiropractor to take action, even if they're plateaued at 200, say their goal in life is to see 200 a week, 100 a week. It's not about the numbers, but it's still how to take action to become more successful. What does that mean? Maybe I can have more fulfillment. Maybe I can see those same amount of people in less time. Maybe I do want to grow my practice and expand my vision to help my community, my town, my city. Maybe it's about getting involved in our state and local organization. Maybe it's about helping other chiropractors down the street. Maybe it's about joining up with other professions or other chiropractic groups. And so there's a lot of ways that you can improve your success, not just talk about numbers and profits and things like that. So it's all about taking action to improve the success of the individual chiropractor, the office, the staff, and overall the people we work on. Truly, that's what it's all about.
Well, I like to break up the conversation a little bit and say hello out there to Lily Serrano. She is our esteemed watcher right now. We have 2 people with eyes on the prize. Cool. So, Lily, thank you for being on the live feed with us. And I just wanted to, bridge into a little bit about you as the practitioner and why is this happening for you right now, and why did you think that the momentum needed to shift to this online summit?
Well, I know there's a lot of really great events in chiropractic, a lot of great chiropractors that are hosting these events. I know you're at a lot of them, and you showcase the speakers, and that's just wonderful. So you get kudos for that, and you should get more praise in our profession for doing that, going above and beyond. No one else is doing what you're doing. So back at you. I applaud you for doing what you do. and keep up the great work. And so I'm not a coach. I'm not aspiring coach or a guru or a consultant. I'm just an everyday in the trenches chiropractor. So I wanted to showcase a bunch of experts to help people like myself, because I know a lot of my colleagues aren't going to the seminars, and and sometimes it's kind of tough in chiropractic. Insurance reimbursement, overhead's going up. We're still getting some grief by PTs and MDs, and sometimes it's easy to circle the wagons and shoot in. No, I wanted a feel-good program with actionable items that people can listen to and get motivated, but more than that, take some action to go in the right direction and just to rally the troops from our own home, even though I still highly encourage people to get out and shake hands and do the hands-on seminars in person, from CalJam to ChiroFest to the Chiropractic College homecomings. All of those are really, really, really great programs as well. But I just wanted something to have at home so they can just really get exposed to a wide variety of chiropractors and nudge them if they need some help at home.
Yeah, I think that's very necessary, because there's a lot of fellowship out there, and sometimes, I go to these things quite a bit, like you noticed, but, going to an event, you're flying, it's taxing. You have to get the rentals, get the meals, and get the hotel rooms. And, many times you're getting more out of life by attending these events, but you're actually having to take a lot more energy and effort to get the fellowship. So I'd like to see more things like this go on. I'd like to see more online, educational resources be available to people, because I think it's a free platform. I think when people have the ability to come out and to see people, there's no equal to that either. So I still, prompt people to, take action and go out to, the CalJams, the ChiroFest, the Chiro Sushis, the Mile Highs, and all those Focus OKC, Parker, just as long as you're there and you're building your tribe mentality and you're learning and you're, educating yourself, and, you might go home with a pillow, or you might go home with some foam roller or something. But the cool thing is that you're allowing yourself to immerse yourself, and, as the chiropractors say, dip yourself back into it and dip yourself into the philosophy. And I think that right now we're at a critical time where we do need more philosophy, and we do need more technique, and we do need more unity through diversity. And there has to be people out there that are willing to, bridge that gap and to educate, and not only like browbeat people, but do it with open arms. And I think that, as we discussed early on in the interview, so many people are desperate for what chiropractors have to offer. But we have to clear up the dogma of, this is an insurance game, or this is a slip and fall game, or this is a workers' comp game. No, it's a life-giving game. And the more you adjust people, Doc, the more life we give to people. And once we get to that, then we're in a human potential movement. Then we're teaching people that chiropractic optimizes the human body for maximum expression of your human potential. And I think that that's like the one pin in the whole puzzle, or the one piece in the whole puzzle that's missing.
I totally agree with you, Jim. I mean, if we really focused on the people we're serving, and realize chiropractic's not about us. Chiropractors, all the chiropractors alive today, well, weren't around when Didi invented chiropractic. And chiropractic will be here when we pass from this earth too. So it's not really about us. It's about the people we serve. And so if we just focused on that instead of who's right and who's wrong and this technique and that philosophy and that, no, chiropractic is a philosophy, science, and art. We just have a bunch of colorful personalities that get in the way of that. Let's just serve the masses. Let's just take over the world with chiropractic, like we've been talking about for 100 years. So I totally agree with you, and you see it at all these weekend seminars, and you hear some really good things. Now we just have to practice it, right? In our businesses, in our towns, in our communities, rally together and just serve the masses and serve the people that desperately need our services.
Well, I really want to see what I've talked to Tim Schaub about and Dan Golden about, and they're old school Parker dudes, and I would like to see all these events start to link into 5,000 chiropractors there and their support staff and, guys like me that do marketing and video promotions and new patient generation and generating and all that. I like to see, all of these chiropractic events like Cal Jam and Chiro Sushi and Mile High. I'd like to see 5,000 chiropractors and their teams at all these things. And then we hit the tipping point, because then we have a huge momentum and huge movement. And honestly, I don't know why the ball dropped. I don't know why, the chiropractors had grease on their hands and allowed that momentum to drop. And I don't know why that ever happened, because I wasn't around back in the Parker days. But I do know that, if that was allowed to happen, who is at fault for that, and why did it ever start to go away?
Yeah, that's a great question. I was at a Parker seminar with 8,000 people back in Vegas. And I mean, there wasn't any bickering. Look, 8,000 people, there's going to be a lot of different techniques and different styles of practice, and there was a lot going on, but we rallied around the principle and the philosophy of chiropractic and Jim's love concept, right? And so we didn't worry about the minute details. We know what chiropractic is, and we know what it will always be. We just rallied together to support each other, to build each other up, so then we can take it back into our clinics and practices and businesses and towns, and really share the love of chiropractic with the people and spread our message and help each other out. If someone's struggling, help them out. If someone's really successful, well, let's learn from them instead of pick on the people at the top. Let's just learn from the masters. Let's don't say, oh, I'm jealous of them. No, teach me how to be at the top if you want to be at the top. But run our own race and just support each other, because we're in the same game, chiropractic. Let's help each other out and share the love.
Yeah, I think that the chiropractic profession is very unique in that aspect, because I don't ever, maybe I'm distant from it. I'm not like some dental warrior. I'm not going out there scheduling in thousands of people for dental offices, or I'm not some warrior supporting cosmetic surgery or something. I'm not out there saying, hey, let's get you in for a good consult so we can check out your cellulite or your stretch marks and give you some some cosmetic surgery. No, I am trying to get people into offices for the greatest expression of life on the planet, which is a clear nervous system. And like they say, all else follows after that, right? And
it is. Totally agree.
And the thing is that once we make some plans and we stick to them, and the number one thing is to get utilization of chiropractic to the tipping point and to get more people utilizing it. And I don't know if you know this, Dr. Mike, but chiropractic, they did a big study with the Gallup poll, and they ran this through Palmer College of Chiropractic, and last year's numbers showed that chiropractic utilization over the past 24 months, the first study was 14% of the American population utilized chiropractic 2 years ago, and it was 15% a year ago. So all these people that are quibbling and squabbling about how much utilization is being done out there, I think that if they go to Palmer's website and they just Google in Palmer's Gallup poll for utilization, they'd realize that chiropractic is more utilized now than ever.
That's really, really cool. I didn't know that. Thanks for sharing that.
Yeah, that's just it. As becoming an analyst for this profession, I'm constantly reading news feeds. I'm constantly talking to the leaders in the profession, and I'm trying to see what we can do as a unit to get to the masses. And when I met Dr. John DeMartini, he said during one of his talks, and he shared this with me quite frankly, is we need more media leverage.
Yes, totally agree. We just need to band together and quit fighting and really work on the big idea, right?
Well, yeah, what happens is when the chiropractors, in my opinion, start fighting, it's coming from a scarcity model. It comes from a scarcity mindset. And, it's coming from a point of struggle and practice. And the only time you have time to think about what other people aren't doing is when you aren't doing what you're supposed to be doing. So it's like, back to when we were kids, we would tell on somebody when we had too much time on our hands, and when things were going great, there's no one to tell on.
Yeah, exactly. Well, maybe you're the man to get the media coverage and to really run with this thing. You're in the profession, but you don't have chiropractic brain. Maybe you can think outside the box and how to rally the troops and get this out in the media and take that 14-15% or whatever and really keep going sky high with it.
Well, from our pregame chat, I have a lot of insight on what I'd like to do to help the profession grow and to make it more successful and to teach the young chiropractors to not be one of two. Because after 5 years of practice, 1 and 2 fail. And I don't want to see that become a trend, because then we're going to have people out there that are going out there to be leaders for the profession fall into the wayside, and they're not going to be able to help people and to support their families. And that's a real shame, is when the schools are producing chiropractors that are not successful.
And that's an expensive fail too. That's an expensive fail. I mean, hey, we've all stumbled out of the blocks and made mistakes and had good years and bad years, but you're out of practice after a couple of years. I'm guessing those debts are still there, right? That's an expensive fail.
It's a big gulp in the throat when you get that first student loan payment after you get out of school. I don't know when the first one hits you, but I'm sure that when you're getting your malpractice insurance going and you get your first month's lease going, you get that. Oh boy, that's my student loan payment. Oh boy, I better go get me 100 patients.
Yeah. Well, that's where you come in. You can help the masses get more people in the doors.
Well, that's something that we're definitely working in earnest on, and we're working with a lot of intent behind it to be able to get more people out there that are going to be growing chiropractic organically. Like I mentioned to you, we need to create a sales force that supports the profession, and not only leveraging doctors, dinners with docs and lunch and learns and massage events and chiropractic weekend screenings, health screenings. And, we need to do the Facebook ads. We need to do Instagram marketing. We need to do reactivation things. We need to do patient appreciation events. I mean, the list goes on. And, you need to have email campaign and newsletter. There's so many things that are involved with marketing and practice. And most people think that, I'm just going to put my shingle up and people are going to start showing up. Wrong.
Yeah, we have to run our practices like a business, truly, like you just said, and not just the olden days, put the shingle up and people will filter in. Yeah.
And I think right now we need to really focus on getting away from insurance dependency, going more cash model. But you still got to keep really tight notes and make sure that you're following Medicare guidelines, and you got to make sure that you're doing proper, insurance guidelines, because you guys are doctors and you guys are providing medical services to people if you call yourselves doctors or physicians of chiropractic. In my opinion, I feel like the chiropractor should go back to old school and just be a chiropractor.
Yeah, I totally agree. And all these high deductibles and no coverage with insurance and medical fees will never retrace. They just keep going sky high. Well, we can offer a massive service at a really fair fee, right? I mean, the spine and nervous system, like you said earlier, that we can offer that at a very reasonable fee for the masses. We don't need the insurance, and we can keep our overheads manageable and still serve a lot of people, make a profit, and serve our communities. And at the end of the day, we don't need to be dependent on insurance.
And the thing I didn't touch on, Doc, is I think that everybody needs to start doing patient testimonials. And if they aren't doing them, hire me to do them for you. And, make some commercials, just get more media out there so where you can start boosting them and start getting a funnel system going and running Facebook ads with a funnel landing page on there and taking action and getting new people into your office. Because what I've learned in 2017 is you have to pay to play.
Yeah.
But I totally agree. You have to spend your money wisely, like you were mentioning earlier as well.
Yeah, absolutely. Social proof, like you said, the testimonials, whether they're written or video or combination, online, in the office. Wow, social proof, that goes a long ways. It's not exactly research, but it's a case study, and social proof is where it's at today.
Yeah, so let's reel back in for a minute. I want to get back to the online summit, and I wanted you to touch on why you picked Monday to launch. And I want you to tell people again how they can come back into this free program that you're allowing everybody to jump on board, and how and why you decided to do that.
Yeah, the 2017 Chiropractic Success Summit just happens to have 33 experts in chiropractic. Well, there's 33 principles in chiropractic. So chirosummit.com. It is chiropractic's birthday. I just wanted to have a free event and not $7.99 like you said. I have a free event for chiropractic's birthday celebrating chiropractic starting on September 18th, and it goes to the 24th, 5 speakers a day. And it's no charge to sign up for it. And I just did it. The tagline for it is success is a skill, learn to master it. And so the experts and the masters in chiropractic that will be sharing, their heart and soul went into this to give actionable items so the average chiropractor can walk away adding action steps to their practice right after they listen to one of the speakers. So should be a fun event starting next week, and looking forward to it.
2 days away.
Awesome. Yeah.
And with that being said, what if people miss these the summit? What's going to happen if they're like, dang, I missed out on that? How can they watch a replay or something?
Yeah, I mean, if you catch it midweek and I missed the first couple, just go to chirosummit.com and you can catch any of them at all. But you can purchase the recordings of the summit if you want to by going to chirosummit.com before, during, or after the summit.
So everybody out there that's listening to this, make sure you catch the live recordings, because if you don't catch them while they're live, you might have to come off a couple dollars out of your pocket.
Yeah. So be there and watch them, and otherwise you can invest in it, and then you have lifetime access to them and can re-listen to some of them. I've listened to some of them 2 or 3 times already just because there's such great content. And like I said, the John DeMartinis of the world, he delivered some massive content in his hour-long interview.
Oh, he's on there, huh?
Yeah.
Oh, cool. I didn't know that. So anybody that's interested in learning from the masters in the chiropractic social sphere, get on there. It's free, but make sure you're there to watch the live feeds or the recorded feeds. And those of you that don't, support something that supports chiropractic. And thank you for Chiro hustling with me on a late night interview. I know we had some technical difficulties getting this thing all going. I know that scheduling was a little bit of a challenge here and there, but I'm glad that we both got together because I had a lot of fun with you.
Yeah, thanks so much for what you do, Jim, and keep up the great work, and I'll support your helping out marketing the individual chiropractors in the profession. So that means a lot from a non-chiropractor to stand up for what we do and to fight for us and to help fill our practices with people and spreading our message when you're in a chiropractor. So that truly means a lot. So kudos to you and congratulations for all the good that you do in chiropractic.
I appreciate you saying that. And I just saw that there's a vacancy, a seat at the table, and I just decided to dust it off and sit there. It's all good.
Cool. Awesome. Keep it up.
Well, have a great night, Dr. Mike. I appreciate you making some time to Chiro Hustle with me on this late night session. And everybody out there, just like all the time, we love and appreciate you, everybody that is a part of the live feed. If you like it, give us some thumbs up. If you have questions about any of this information we shared, please send us a message and we'll be sure to get you to the proper resource. Or you might want to hire me, or you might want some videos done, or you might want some new patients. So if that is the case, let me know and we will definitely be your trusted resource. Until then, keep on keeping on and keep ticking.
Awesome.
We'll see you, Doc.
Thanks.